At the precise moment Jesus breathes his last, the earth trembles and something mysterious happens. All three synoptic gospels record that the great curtain of the temple is torn in two from top to bottom. Obviously, the temple is far away from the crucifixion site, so what does this dramatic tear signify? Surprisingly, the Gospels provide no explanation, just the raw, mysterious detail. Today, many say it symbolizes the barrier between God and humanity being torn down by Christ's death. But you know, early Christians didn't see it that way. This interpretation gets ahead of the story. There's no resurrection yet, there's no ray of hope. There's darkness at midday, the earth quakes. So taken together, we see that these are ominous signs. That's why the Roman centurion witnessing these events unfold is terrified. He looks around and concludes, surely this was the Son of God. Because in that moment he realizes God is not pleased. Now, most readers of the Gospels are not aware that there's more happening here than just the surface events. There's a literary and prophetic backdrop at play. The three signs, darkness at noon, the earthquake, and the torn veil, together point to a prophecy in the book of Amos, where God declares that he will turn their festivals into mourning. The earth will tremble, and darkness will fall at midday. In fact, it says it will be like a time of mourning for a yachid, an only son. Luke records the crowd's grieving, but it's not just people who mourn. God himself mourns. How? By fulfilling a deeply Jewish custom known as kriya, the tearing of garments when a loved one dies. And now one would tear from the top where the neckline is in a downward motion. And believe it or not, this act was considered not only an obligation, but a commandment or a mitzvah. And it was traditionally done as the soul departed. So while mockers stood by unmoved, refusing to mourn or tear their clothes, God did. He tore his garment, the curtain of the holy place, as a sign of grief and righteous indignation over the death of his one and only Son.